How are we doing, diggers? Hope you're all well. Welcome to the shop. Welcome to the YouTube channel. So another video for us today. What are we doing today? Quick look around the shop while we're in here. We're going record shopping today. We're going to a different record shop, as if all of these records here and in my own collection are not enough. I want to go and buy more. So we're going to go to, we're going to go record shopping. I'm going to talk about Record Store Day because it's coming up, and talk a little bit about some collections I've been to see recently, and if anything else pops up, it might make it into the video. So the last couple of videos have been about big collections that we've bought, and this week and week and a half, relatively quiet on the collections front. We've had loads of little mini collections coming in the shop, small loft finds, 40 records, 10 records, nothing really big. And nothing hugely exciting either. Lots of standard stuff that just is great and good, but nothing rare or nothing massively exciting. So should we have a little look around the shop? Then we'll talk about a few bits and bobs that people have been asking, and then we'll go record shopping. So again, for those that are just joining us, this is our shop. It's located in Sleepy Burbage, a small village in the Midlands that is famed for having more pubs than residents. Not quite. It's got loads of pubs. That's pretty much about it. We've got a lovely courtyard. I'll take you outside actually, so you can see. So let's have a little look at our location and what's going on. So this is our outside. Excuse the rubbish, I'm just tidying the shop. This is our little space outside where the cheap stuff lives. 50p singles, 5 for a quid. These boxes, I fill those up today. And then mainly pound stuff and free records. Help yourself to free records. I mean, you can see the sort of stuff that's in there. Shawaddy for free, yes please. But yeah, free records. And then our other businesses. So we've got Wool and Craft, which are like wool and craft. So yeah, they're not open today, I don't think. But yeah, really well established wool and craft shop. Sorry, I don't really know, not my level of expertise. We've got Sweet Pea Cafe, which are a lovely cafe, but also really specialise in kids craft. So there's loads of crafty stuff going on all the time. So a great place to bring your family, entertain your kids. And then Creature Comforts here, which is upholstery, and they've got a gift shop in there that sells lots of soft furnishings and things like that. And they've got a workshop down the end, and they're lovely. And everyone in here is absolutely lovely. So we're very, very lucky to have a lovely courtyard of independent businesses. There's a couple of others. We've got hairdressers. We've got Kevin down there. He's a jewellers, speciality jewellery. Let's head back in then and into our lovely shop. So yeah, our location is, as you've seen, lovely independent businesses. We get on really well and it's lovely. And we are in a very small village with a few pubs. Pretty much it, really. There's a cafe, there's some other bits. There's not much going on. We're right on the motorway. We are a minute away from the M69. M69 has links to the M1 and the M6, so really super easy that way. And we're in the middle of the country as well, so people are passing on their way to somewhere else. It's very easy to pop in. So those are the positives. Anyway, boring. We want to see some records, don't we? So yeah, let's have a little look at what we've had in then. So the new in table, which is this main table as you come in the door, is all the stuff that has been in recent collections. As you may know, we now do new releases. So we've got Arlo Park's new one here. We've got Thundercat's new album. We've got the Brian Jonestown Massacre, which has been re-released, volume 1 and 2. Lily Allen, which is a relatively new one as well. Nightmares on Wax, that is absolutely stupendously good. I love that album. And the dub remixes by Adrian Sherwood, which we do have a couple of copies just on its own, because that box is stupendously expensive as well. So we got that as well. And yeah, Harry Styles and anything that's come out in the last few weeks, we have got it. We've started doing that. And we've seen a real uptick in the new and sealed stuff. I'll talk about that when I talk about Records Day in a minute. But yeah, secondhand wise, this is all secondhand. Now the good thing is, I don't know if you saw in our last video, I've called it the Six Music Collection. Sounds posh, and sounds like we bought it from Six Music. It was just a collection of around 650 records of stuff that you would find being played on Six Music. So John Grant there, as you can see. And we've priced all of it now. Not all of it has gone out, but a huge portion of it has gone out. So that's all in these boxes here. We did have a massive Beatles collection in as well. So that is all now in the racks. So all of this Beatles stuff is all together. Huge collection of everything Beatles with US pressings and all sorts. Nice stuff in there at the moment. Let's just have a little look on the walls. Like I say, we haven't had anything hugely interesting, rare or massively exciting, but sometimes you just need a few weeks of just getting classics in, which is absolutely fine, you know, and that's great. That is great for us. So there's some nice stuff on the walls, but this is cool. Original Pink Floyd, first press with the postcard in and the sticker and everything like that. So that's quite a nice rarity. And we had a nice lot of felt and Cocteau twins and Jesus and Mary chain in, so Japanese Cocteau twins. All the felt sold within 2 days. Very, very popular. A nice rarity blues album. Anyway, what was I going to witter on about? So yeah, I said I'd talk about Record Store Day because it's coming up. So the 18th of April, it's 2 weeks from now. Record Store Day. We don't take part in Record Store Day. We don't stock the official titles. It's not, I don't know. I like Record Store Day. I'm not going to throw any shade on it. I really enjoy Record Store Day. It's great for our business, great for the industry. It's good for, as far as I can tell, talking to other shops that take part, it's good for them. It isn't really for us. I love the secondhand stuff, and that's what excites me. And this whole business has got to keep me excited. And the more we have delved into the new releases and stocking new and sealed stuff, the more I've realised that I really find that bit hard personally. Staring at a spreadsheet, especially now we have opened it out to all the distributors and major labels, you know, dealing with Sony, Warner Brothers, Universal, and every other independent label and distributor. It becomes really hard because previously we were just ordering from companies like Little Amber Fish, Lasgo and Fat Cat, where they just have a list of the top 100 and then beyond. They have some interesting stuff as well. But you just order from that list and it's across all genres and it's really easy. Now, if I want to order in Arctic Monkeys, Radiohead and the Libertines, all three of them are probably from different places. And then I have to order a minimum amount from those different places. And they've all got completely different ordering systems. Some are through a portal, some you have to do it on Excel, some you just tell the representative what you want. And then you've got to keep on top of all the new releases. You've got to make sure that you're on top of the emails coming in and making sure. It is pretty relentless and it's not fun. Oh, sorry. I love it when a massive new release comes out and that's quite exciting, but my heart is in secondhand. So Record Store Day isn't really for us. I love Record Store Day, I think it's great. And I will buy titles this year. I've got a few on my list that I really want to buy, and I did last year. But as a shop right now, we're not set up for that. It just takes too much time for me personally to do it. And there are other shops in the area, just dropped in over in Coventry, are absolutely amazing at doing Record Store Day. And it's 25 minutes up the road, and I just direct everyone there. They do it absolutely brilliantly, so I'd rather them just do it. We're always busy on Record Store Day anyway. We always have people coming in because they've got Record Store done and dusted by 8:30 because they've been queuing most of the night. And then they're like, oh, well, I want to go to another record shop because I'm in a record shop buying mood. So we've got DJs on, we've got beers, free beers, we've got competitions, we've got reductions and stuff. So yeah, it'll all be great. So that's Record Store Day. Okay, so last point of us being in the shop, and then we'll go on this little road trip to another record shop, is our new counter that we've had. Look at this, what a beauty. Okay, our last counter, it was tiny, and it was fine for when it was just me in the little shop, but it came to the big shop as well, and it hasn't been fit for purpose for ages. Basically what would happen is on here is that you just have piles and piles of records that we were processing because it was just a one tier counter that only had one top. But now we've got a nice secret bit behind here, which is LED lit. So we can grade records, clean records, and sort records here. There's enough space for 2 members of staff. We've even had 3 working behind here, going through records and pricing them behind here, keeping this bit here really nice and tidy, so when you come to buy records, you're not putting records upon other records and it all getting confused. So it looks a bit cleaner, it's a bit nicer, but it is tall. So it's quite imposing, but I'm completely used to it now, and I'm sure that everyone else will get used to it, hopefully. So now it's time for our last little bit of the video where we're going to go to a different record shop. So earlier this week I was over in Birmingham and I went record shopping myself. So yeah, let's pop over and see what it's like going to a different record shop, shall we? So not quite entering Chaos because this place is lovely. We are entering the Diskery, Birmingham's longest running record shop, opening in 1952. It has moved location, so this is the newest location that it's been in. Really lovely shop, and it was lovely to chat with Pete, who was on the desk today. Really lovely guy, and yeah, really great to chat shops and talk about everything record based. Yeah, really great place to start here. £5 bin if you're in for some bargains. There's some great titles in there, and then we went straight over to the new in section. Everything's laid out really nicely here as well. Singles, we'll get onto them in a minute because there's a treat for you if you like singles in this place. So yeah, new in is where I always kick off my record buying. Oh, just a quick note, you may notice my voice has changed because I absolutely hate doing videos of me chatting in a shop. So I've done the video and I'm recording this audio later. So I do apologise for that part. Anyway, back to this Wiki collection. So yeah, it's really nice when you see someone's full collection. I think this had only just dropped. So White Stripes had every single album, had some brilliant bootlegs as well. So I picked up the John Peel sessions across two records, really enjoyed those. As you can see, Megadeth, Metallica, Nirvana bits, bit of punk, bit of garage, some really nice bits. And also, like I said, you can tell it's only just dropped because most of this stuff won't last the week. In fact, I'm sure by this time the video drops, a lot of this will have gone. It's really nice stuff. And everything seemed to be in really lovely condition as well. And yeah, it's really nice to see a record shop that's laid out well for browsing. So everything has a divider, everything points to you. And like I said, Pete was amazing, really great. He was grabbing customers' records, recommendations. Yeah, really loved it. Offering coffee as well. So that was really nice. And as you can see, really nice collection that's just dropped in. And they had another huge, probably about 300 lots from this collection with some really nice Rolling Stones bootlegs and stuff that they were gonna put out a little bit later on. And then I said, oh, have you got any other naughty bits? And out the back they had this box that he just literally priced up. So a few standard Beatles bits in there, but the other stuff, lovely condition. A few Bowie, I think bootlegs or Japanese pressings that I'd not really seen before, didn't really know, and some limited edition blue vinyl stuff. Again, not sure if they were bootlegs or whatever. Everything in this lot was lovely condition, really nice. The Division Bells original press there, incredibly difficult to get hold of, especially in this country. So it was nice to see a copy of that. I would have bought that Nick Drake, but I bought it about 3 weeks previous. And Black Star Bowie, so hard to get hold of at the moment. Definitely needs some form of repress. And yeah, Mothers of Invention, Freak Out. I've got a nice copy of that, so I didn't need it, but it's nice to see. Eric Clapton Unplugged again, and I should have bought that Electric Prunes. I'm gutted about that because it's produced by David Axelrod, and I would have really enjoyed that, but I left it stupidly. And then the Nirvana bits were super rare, really lovely condition, and I think they went out about an hour or so after I'd left. And nice to see. And it was really nice chatting about this collection and seeing how excited Pete was about putting it out. It's really nice when you get a collection like that into the shop. And then we came on to a holy grail for many, Led Zeppelin original first press with the turquoise sleeve. The sleeve itself, a little bit battered, not the worst, but not the cleanest either. But the disc was really nice. So yeah, nice to see one of those. And then, like I said, a treat for 7-inch diggers downstairs. An absolute mad selection of 7 inches, and you really do get the feeling of being like DJ Shadow or, you know, Mowax Boys, digging through looking for samples in this lot, because it is just endless. Really well sort of curated with the labels, everything in the box labels kind of thing, which has its benefits but also disadvantages, because I just wanted to look for specific. I was on a funk trip, so I really wanted just to look for funk. But if it's in labels, you've really got to know your labels and go across each. But I did find a nice little box of soul-y, funky disco bits. But I did play a few bits, and it wasn't kind of exactly what I was looking for, sadly. But they do have some nicer bits upstairs that they've already priced up and sorted. But it is really good fun down here, just having a good dig. But I kind of got distracted whilst I was looking through this by these interesting boxes of ex-shop stock or ex-band stock of singles, hundreds of the same single, obviously from bands, sadly, that may have split up and not sold any. And yeah, it just really interested me. And as somebody who's released their own records before with their band and had many of them left over in a shed, especially our second single, I felt sorry for the guys. So I did end up buying a copy of each of these, and they're not bad. I did have a playthrough of this one, and it was kind of like, I don't know, poppy, sort of punk, kind of, I don't know, Green Day-esque kind of stuff. It wasn't that bad. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed our little video of the Diskery. I certainly enjoyed the trip there. As I always say, thank you so much for tuning in to our YouTube channel. It means the world that you're watching and listening. And stay tuned for our next video, which will be coming really soon. Thank you ever so much, guys. And hopefully might see you in the shop soon. Cheers. Bye.